Hey ya guys, how's it going? A Magic Wizard here, and today I've got a game of Team Deathmatch on Dome for you. Over this gameplay, I'm going to be trying to give you some tips and tricks for using the M60E4 LMG. Even though this gameplay is on Dome, and you might consider Dome to be the small map, or the smallest map in the game, which I think it actually is, and you're probably thinking an LMG is not a very good choice to use on the smallest maps because LMGs are generally better at medium to long range compared to the other guns such as the SMGs and even some of the assault rifles. But personally, I think the LMGs are better up close than they are at long range. That's because simply the recoil doesn't affect them. The rate of fire on most of the LMGs is pretty decent. On the M60 it's actually pretty slow, but normally the rate of fire is pretty good, and it's I think it's normally 3 bullets at close range, or two to the body and 1 to the head with most of the LMGs. So when I do use the LMGs, I try to stick quite close to people. That's why I do like Dome for using the LMGs, mainly the M60 though. I'm not sure why the M60 just seems to work at close range. It just completely pummels people, and it's a really awesome weapon. I think this game I was using red dot and grip, if not then just red dot. But grip on this gun is pretty good. At range it does help, at close range you don't really notice a difference, obviously, because recoil it doesn't really affect guns that much at close range, because even if there is recoil it's still going to be hitting the target. But I think either with the M60 on its own, definitely you need either kick or grip. But personally I prefer kick just because the iron sights in the M60 are pretty poor. But other than that, I think I haven't tried ACOG out yet or thermal, but from what I've heard, thermal on this game reduces the recoil a lot. So you could try that out if you want to. I wouldn't be sure, but I think at some point in this game I do get a couple of really nice back-to-back triple sprays, which is pretty awesome. And those are both at close range. That's why I think this gun's good. Like kill streaks and perks wise, I think, yeah, here I get a nice little kind of triple feed. Anyway, yeah, kill streaks wise, this game I was using the specialist just because having more of the perks affects. It's a lot more useful with the LMGs than it is with other guns, because the LMGs you run a lot slower, so extreme conditioning's helpful. You zoom in slower. So obviously sleight of hand is helpful. I mean quick draw is helpful. You reload slower, so quick draw is helpful, and sleight of hand's helpful. I'm getting confused between my perks here, sorry. But yeah, both quick draw and sleight of hand are helpful. Is pretty much what I'm trying to say. But and especially on a small map like this, you don't really need UAVs or anything, because it's easy enough to see where the enemies are anyway. Because it's a fairly open map and it's small and it's quite close, so you can see where they are. So I think that on the smaller maps like this and with LMGs, I find that Specialist is more useful than either the Assault or the Support Killstreaks package. When it comes to perks, like I said, I think Extreme Conditioning or Sleight of Hand are both good choices. Steady Aim is really useful on close range maps like this, because it takes so long to zoom in that hip fire is normally a good choice to go with, and quick draw is useful definitely for the faster aiming in. But I think that's pretty much the end of the game. The final score was 24-4. It was a fairly short game, but hopefully some of the suggestions that I've given you and kind of tips about which attachments and stuff to go with will come useful at some point later on. But as usual guys, thank you for watching, and I will catch you next time. Goodbye.